everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So I was hoping not to film this with her, but then I started filming this, and out of nowhere she just started wailing. So here she is in this video. And of course this video is one that is not easy to film with a baby, but you know what? We're going to do it anyways. So today I have my favorite thriller authors. The other day, aka yesterday, but by the time you see this it'll be the other day, I uploaded my favorite contemporary authors, and I filmed that back when I was still pregnant with this one. So I was like, wait a minute, I never ended up filming my favorite thriller authors, and I might as well just go for it and do it. So I've got a couple honorable mentions in here, and I've got a lot of my legitimate favorite authors. So one of mine that I thought of after I started filming this, she's not really a thriller author, but she writes mystery, and I feel like if she were to be published today, they would probably classify her as a thriller just because that's what sells. But that's obviously Agatha Christie. She's definitely more of a mystery writer than a thriller writer, but you know, in this day and age, that's what they tend to do. So my other honorable mentions are Paula Hawkins, who wrote The Girl on the Train and Into the Water. I put her as an honorable mention because I've read two of her books, and I haven't really fallen in love with her yet, but I feel like I would definitely continue to buy her books and read her books. So she is an honorable mention. She was supposed to possibly have a book according to Goodreads out this year, and then it just never came out. So I don't know if it got pushed back or something, but I will definitely be picking that up when it does come out. My other honorable mention is Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. So they wrote Anonymous Girl and Life Between Us. And again, I gave both of these books 4 stars, but I feel like I don't know if I necessarily love them, or if I feel like I need to see more by them. I definitely like Sarah Pekkanen. Obviously, I included her in my favorite contemporary author, so I like them. I just feel like I need to see more. Another author that I feel like I also just need to see more, but I definitely feel like I do enjoy his books. It's Peter Swanson, who wrote Before She Knew Him, Her Every Fear, and The Kind Worth Killing. He's written more books. I just haven't gotten my hands on them yet. But yeah, he's definitely an author that I feel like I have liked throughout the years of reading him. I just haven't necessarily found my favorite with him yet. So now on to people who I consider another one that's kind of I haven't fallen in love with, but I've read 3 books. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that is Kate Holohan, and she wrote One Little Secret, Lies She Told, and The Widower's Wife. I've loved all of them. I've given them all 4 stars. I just, again, haven't found something that I absolutely love by that author yet, but definitely an author that I enjoy reading thrillers from. Somebody who I feel is not very well known in this thriller community. I feel like I haven't really seen a ton of people. Do you see yourself? I haven't seen a ton of people talk about her. Shelby just took my recommendation and read one of hers. She's definitely, I've given them 5 stars. Are they worth 5 stars? Probably not, but I've read her at the appropriate time of reading, so they've been 5-star reads to me, even though they're not necessarily the best books written, if that makes sense. And that is A.J. Banner, who wrote The Twilight Wife and The Good Neighbor, and then the most recent one, which I haven't read yet, is The Poison Garden. She also has another book that's out too. I can't remember what it's called, that I haven't gotten to, but I feel like she writes really, really short thrillers, so they're easy to get through, so they're not as fleshed out as they could be, but sometimes you just need that. You just need a 200-page thriller that you can just get through and be done with. So definitely for that reason alone, I definitely really enjoy her books. Somebody else who's not really well known in the world of thrillers, I feel is Laura McNeil. She wrote Center of Gravity and Sister Dear. I don't think she's come out with anything else since, which makes me really sad because I really, really enjoyed these books. Center of Gravity, I remember just cringing and being if this was real life, if this was real life. I don't know why, but it just really got to me. So I really enjoy this author as well. I wish that she would write more books, but I don't know what happened to her. She hasn't released anything in a long while. Now getting on to my other ones, which are just, I feel like everybody's favorites, but we'll talk about them anyways. We've got John Mars, who wrote The Passengers and The One. I gave both of these books 4 stars, but I definitely really enjoyed both of them. That John Mars has a way of taking the real world and like twisting it into something terrifying. Like these, like obviously like not they haven't happened in real life, but like you could picture happening in real life and being really scared of them. So really like John Mars. You know my go-to girl, the one who started it all with me in thrillers, which is Gillian Flynn. We've got Gone Girl, Dark Places, and Sharp Objects. Gone Girl is my absolute favorite. If you had to tell me to pick my favorite thriller of all time, it's definitely Gone Girl. I just have such great memories of reading it for the first time and getting shocked for the first time and making Patrick go see the movie when we first started dating, and then it inspired him to read the book too. So like I have really good memories with it. I've reread it and still enjoyed it the second time around. So it's definitely one of my top favorites of all time. Another author that I really enjoy, and I haven't read her newest releases, but is Mary Kubica. And the only reason why I haven't read her newest releases is for some reason authors have started publishing in hardcover first, and then I have to wait to get the paperback, and then I forget that the paperback came out. So like I think she actually has a newer one coming out now. The other Misses, and then but the one before that, The Night the Lights Went Out or something like that. That one just recently came out in paperback, so when I like purchase books again, I might purchase that one. But this is the book that started it all for me with her, and that's The Good Girl, Don't You Cry, Pretty Baby, and Every Last Lie. She's got a way of writing 2 different storylines that you have no idea how they connect, but you know that they're going to connect somehow, and then when they do, it's amazing. This one was probably the only one that I found to be a little lackluster in the thriller aspect. By the time we got to the end, it was kind of like, that's it. That's what happened. But the rest of them I've really, really enjoyed. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? And then my other favorite author is Sherry LaPena. She wrote A Stranger in the House, An Unwanted Guest, Someone We Know, and The Couple Next Door. And I have to say, I really enjoy her books. I've given them anywhere from 4 to 5 stars. The newest one that came out, Someone We Know, I gave 5 stars. The Couple Next Door, I gave 5 stars. An Unexpected Guest and A Stranger Next Door, I gave 4 stars. So, love her books. Will continue to read all of her thrillers. She's another one who, like, her thrillers aren't super long, but you still just, like, get really attached and want to find out what's going on. So I love her books. Might as well get this one over because they're right next to me. That's Ruth Ware. This is The Woman in Cabin 10. This is my favorite one that she's written so far. I love this one. She's also written The Lion Game. Her newest release, Turn of the Key, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but I think if I reread it, I might like it more. The Death of Mrs. Westaway, which, of course, I magically love, even though a lot of people didn't like it. Oh my goodness, no crying. And in A Dark, Dark Wood, which was her first, I believe, release. So yeah, Ruth Ware is definitely a hit or miss author. I don't love everything she writes, but I haven't read anything that I've absolutely hated by her yet. So definitely an author that I like. I know that she's kind of polarizing. Some people love her, some people hate her, and I am one of the ones who love her. And the last author that I have to share with you, which I feel like is everybody's favorite lately, and that is Riley Sager, who wrote Lock Every Door, The Last Time I Lied, and Final Girls. And he has a book coming out next year already, and it matches these covers. It's green. I already pre-ordered it, even though I'll probably end up getting it from Book of the Month if Book of the Month does it, because Book of the Month has done all 3 of his so far. I really enjoy his books, and I cannot wait to get to his newest one. I don't even know how to describe his writing, but his writing style is very easy to read. He's really easy to enjoy. He has his twists, he has his turns, and you never know where you're going with a Riley Sager book, so I cannot wait to keep reading from him. So yeah, those are all of the thriller authors that I wanted to share with you today, with Little Miss apparently. sorry that she had to be in this. I know you guys don't typically mind. I was hoping to get through it without involving her, but she wanted to make an appearance, so here she is. So yeah, let me know if you have any favorite thriller authors, anybody that I need to check out. I also, honorable mention, Megan Miranda as well. I've only read 2 books by her, but I like her as well. So let me know who your favorite thriller authors are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody. Say goodbye.